Alright, so looks like we've got a few obstacles, but we're gonna go full delusional and pretend that that tow truck thingy, whatever it's called, I forgot the name, is not there. Pretend that these guys aren't here. So we have some VIP passengers today, so let's go ahead and open up the doors for them, right? Let's expect them to... Alright. Passenger door is open. Alright, since they have the whole airplane to themselves, I don't think they'll be loading the baggage. Right in the cargo bay. So yeah, we'll leave it closed for now. Alright, let's go ahead and start up this bitch. Alright, battery master on. Fuel power. So you got APU invite, APU LCB open, APU SOB open. Alright, and APU start. Alright, RPMs are rising. So far so good. Oh, we still have that yaw damper. There's a bug with the yaw damper. You have to turn it back on after starting the engines, but I've been having issues with the CRJ 700. Not with the 550 though. So that's why I'm using the 550. And I don't know, I kind of like this library. I dig it. Looks nice. Alright, now where were we? Alright, electrical panel. Turn our nav lights. Nav lights on. Or we don't have any logo lights. I mean, we don't have a logo, so no need for logo lights. Bleed air looks good. Turn our 3A on. What is our airport elevation? 240. 260. 240. Alright. Packs coming on. Circ fan on. Av cargo. Will they be bringing their dogs? I don't know. Anti-ice windshield. Integrated. It's on. Thing looks good here. Alright, no smoking. Do a quick stick pusher test, stall test. Good.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. In up. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink.
AV OK.
Too low. Terrain.
Temperature 27,
Too low.
dew point 24.
Too low.
QNH 1009er.
Low. Terrain.
Transition level 50. Holding position signs may be obscured. Remain vigilant while taxiing. Advise on course heading. altitude, and if flight following is requested,
300,
read back all runway and hold short instructions.
100,
Advise on initial
50,
contact you have information
40,
Quebec.
30, 20,
Aeropuerto
10,
Internacional Silvio Pederossi,
Wind shear.
information
Wind shear.
Quebec.
Wind shear.
0,000
Too
Zulu.
low. Terrain.
Arriving and departing runway 02.
Caution. Terrain. Terrain. Terrain.
Vigilant while taxiing.
Up. Caution. Obstacle. Caution. Obstacle. 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 Pull up.
Okay, that's a long ass test. Alright, let's go for our anti-skid.
Zero bay, overheat.
What? Not found. Does this even exist? UL301 straight to... Alright, let's take a look at our flight plan. Hold on, give me a second. What the fuck is Koves? It exists. It exists. Keyboard, UL... Doesn't exist? What are you talking about? Not found. What are you talking about? Am I spelling it right? Coves? Alright, so Kilo, Oscar, Victor, Echo, Sierra, Coves. Alright, you know what? Fuck that. We're gonna go to... Let's see. I don't want to say it. You'll read it on the screen. There we go. What, not found? What's going on? How about... Koves. UL301, where does that take us? UL301. Apparently it doesn't exist. Cigar? Really? Where find cigar? Cigar. Not found. Alright, so there's something wrong with my routing ID. It's not finding anything, so go to previous page, direct kill bar, which is good. And we're gonna do a direct to LON. So if we could delete direct to LON. There we go. Direct to LON. And where is Edmox? UZ65. UZ65 to Edmox. Oh, my bad. Alright, so far so good. Alright, 411 to ULOT. ULOT. And rivals. Alpha, got Anesthesia, Ibiza, Ogre, and Orgy 1 Alpha. Alright, so Orgy 1 Alpha, transition, I don't know yet, but we are expecting 17 right. Alright, ILS Yankee 17 rates. Are we expecting vectors, or what are we expecting here, buddy? Let's see what we got here. Via transition unlock. Alright. STN. Is there an STN? Just go straight to vectors. Alright, and execute. Legs. Zero fuel weight. 24, 24, 249. And our block fuel is going to be 4691. 4691. Enter. Alright, we're in zone. Set payload and simulator. Copy perf init data to FMS. Set our speeds.
K. Temperature 27, 2.24. QNH1009er. Transition level.
Alright, 1009er. Crap, can't see shit in options. Alright.
CGAS system test OK.
Alright, good. Alright, so we have information Quebec. Our nav on standby, 1059er. Ground frequency is in. Alright, let's do a quick, let's run up a quick checklist. Alright. Crew, oxygen, and masks. Do that right now, forgot to do that. Alright, check the audio warning panel, checked. Electrical power panel has been checked. Fire detection, fire X monitor test, checked. External lights, checked. Fuel panel, checked. Bleed air panel, checked. APU panel, APU is on. Start panel, checked. Hydraulic panel, checked. Auto and on. ELT is armed. Cabin press, checked. Air conditioning is on, checked. Anti-ice, checked. Windshield heat, low. Emergency lights, armed. Standby compass is caged. Well, caged now, but it's checked. Nose wheel steering is off. Clocks, instrument panels, checked. Upper pedestal, checked. Thrust lever quadrant, checked. Avionics, checked. Trims, checked. Yaw damper, engaged. Yes, it is. Alright, source select, normal, checked. Alright, originating check is complete. Alright, before starts, our passengers should be on now, so yep, they're on, alright. I could tell it smells like money. I could smell the dollars all the way from the cockpit. Aircraft. Alright, let's close our doors.
Passengers are aboard.
Alright, roger that.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
What's our cruising altitude? Flight level 390. Will we get to that? I don't know. Let's try 370. FinRes is 914.
Position signs may be obscured, remain vigilant while taxiing. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Quebec. Aeropuerto Internacional Silvio Pederossi, information Quebec. 0,000 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 02. Wind 120 at 5. Cav OK. Temperature 27, dew point 24. QNH 1009er. Transition level 50. Holding position signs may be obscured, remain vigilant while taxiing. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Quebec. Aeropuerto Internacional Silvio Pederossi, information.
Alright, so I think we're all set. No pushback needed, since we'll just go straight ahead and make a U-turn out onto Juliet and straight to runway 20 on Echo. Alright, so our passengers are on board. Our VIP passengers, by the way. Hence the executive jets. Alright, let's go ahead and call up ground and request IFR clearance. Asunción ground, good afternoon. This is Sierra Echo X-ray with information Quebec requesting IFR clearance.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Standing by, Sierra Echo X-ray.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Information Quebec is correct. Clear to São Paulo. After departure, Fly radar vectors Kebur, then as filed. Expect runway 20. Initial climb to flight level 040. Departure on 119er decimal 7 squawk 6265.
Alright, cleared to São Paulo. Radar vectors to Kebur. Then as filed, runway 20. Initial climb to flight level 040. Departure 119er decimal 7 and squawk code 6265 Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright, initial climb to 4,000. Rotation speed is gonna be... Alright. We'll speed up at 146. Asunción ground, Sierra Echo X-ray, requesting engine start.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Engine start approved.
Engine start approved, Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright, let's go for our engine starts. Alright, fuel pumps. Both on. And we'll start with the right engine first. Alright, ITT is looking good at 27. Our N2, we're gonna wait till it gets to 20. And then we'll put some fuel in. Alright, there's 20. Fuel. N2 rising. Oil pressure is rising. It's in the green. 50%. Our starter cuts off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of emergency. During an emergency,
Starting
please remain in
engine
your seats with your seatbelts fastened
number
and
1
your
or
seats in the
left
upright
engine.
position.
Left engine start.
In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft,
Alright,
the
N2 is
walkway
rising.
emergency lights will display to the exits which are
Looking
located
to
here
20.
and here. In case of an
20.
extreme emergency
Fuel.
landing, you'll be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all
Oil
electronic
pressure
devices.
is
We
rising.
thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
And the starter has cut off. ITT is rising. Good. Now, just in case, we're gonna press our yaw damper again. We'll see if it works again. Should work. It worked perfectly last time. Don't see why it shouldn't now. Alright. Alright, cleared to start. APU is on. Electrics have been checked. Takeoff data doors are closed and locked. Beacon is on. fuel pumps, hydraulic pumps, auto and on. These bitches have been auto. Parking brake is set after start. Generators checked, electrics checked, bleed valves, auto packs on. Alright, ATS on. Alright, so let's turn our probes on. Set our flaps. Let's do a quick flight control check. Are armed. Flight instruments checked. Brake temperature checked. Alright. Let's request taxi. Asunción ground, Sierra Echo X-ray requesting taxi from gate number 6 to runway in use.
Sierra Echo X-ray, runway 20 taxi, via Alpha.
Alright, runway 20 via Alpha, Sierra Echo X-ray. Go. Always forget the shocks. Alright, we are cleared left, cleared right.
Sierra Echo X-ray, contact tower on 118.1 bye-bye.
Contact tower on 118.1 Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright, cross flow has been set to manual. Flight attendant has been advised. Oh, why have we stopped continuing to be Why are we stuck? Asunción Tower, good afternoon. Sierra Echo X-ray on Alpha, holding short of runway 20. We are ready for departure.
Zulu Papa Sierra Echo X-ray, Asunción Tower, runway 20, winds 120 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, cleared for takeoff, runway 20, Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright.
Approaching runway 20.
Alright, runway 20, check. Talk to our flight directors. And 50% N1. Engines are stable. Everything is in the green. And
Spoilers.
what do you mean config spoilers? Oh, my bad. Apparently spoilers were a little bit... Thanks for that. Alright, where were we? Alright. Set thrust.
On runway 20 remaining.
Airspeed alive.
10,800 feet.
Thrust set. 100 knots. V1. And rotates. Then brake, gear up. Climb. Speed. Contact departure, Sierra Echo X-ray. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see, that's why we turn on the autopilot. Alright, 1,000 feet above, we can speed up to 250. Flap 0. And speed up to 250. departure, good afternoon, Sierra, Echo X-ray, departing runway 20, crossing 3,000 feet for 040.
Zulu Papa Sierra Echo X-ray. Asunción departure, radar contact. Climb flight level 220, turn left heading 085, vectors to Kebur, then on course.
Turn. Alright, turn left heading 085 and flight level 220 Sierra Echo X-ray.
Sierra Echo X-ray, speed below 250 knots.
I am at 250, oh my bad. 250 knots, Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright. Turn left heading 085. No idea what she said. Left heading 085.
Sierra Echo X-ray, contact Asunción Center on 128.4.
Oh no, this heading doesn't look right. Jesus. Contact center 128.4 Sierra Echo X-ray. Oh boy, our yaw damper is messing up again. Look at it. Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Sierra Echo X-ray, traffic at your 12 o'clock circ, less than 1 mile. Same altitude, CRJ 5.
Okay, Roger. We'll pay attention for the traffic, Sierra X-ray. Dude, there's no way we're gonna do this whole flight with our yaw damper not working again. Alright, let me try to do something. I'm gonna turn these off. Straight to on. And yaw damper. Climb speed, go to 250.
Sierra Echo X-ray, direct Kebur, then as filed, please.
There I could go over, then as filed, Sierra X-ray. Oh, I don't know if you've noticed, lady, but we've got some flight control issues. Alright. It's a one-man show. See, I gotta do everything around this place. Would be nice to have a flap operator with me. Do all this work. But boy, we are climbing. Let's trim that nose down a little bit. Trim down. 250. On speed 250. Alright, so workload is going to be crazy for this flight. Now that our yaw damper isn't working, let's go back to autopilot. Engage.
CRJ X-ray, climb and maintain flight level 250.
250, Sierra Echo X-ray. Go to vertical speed. Why is the nose down? I want it to go up. Come on, give me speed mode. Alright, looking good. Does it say
CRJ X-ray, contact Asunción Center on 128.4.
128.4 Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright, so it seems to be under control right now, which is good news. This bitch tell me to climb? Oh yeah, 250. We are hauling ass right now. Alright, 250 is set. Standard pressure and standard pressure. Crossing 10,000 feet. I think we're safe for now. I think we can turn our seatbelt signs off and hope for the best. Alright, let's call Asunción Center on 128.4. Asunción Center, good afternoon, Sierra Echo X-ray, crossing 120 for 250.
Zulu Papa Sierra Echo X-ray, Asunción Center, identified. Good evening.
Good evening. Landing lights off. Low lights, keep our strobes on. Traffic was traffic somewhere around here, but we're good for now. Alright, so it's not doing that dancing around like it usually does, even though although in vertical.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sierra Echo X-ray, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright, let's hit nav. Let's see what happens. Will she start dancing around? Oh, yeah, she is. She's dancing around. God, I hate this. Login.
Sierra Echo X-ray, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Flight level 370, Sierra Echo X-ray. Alright, so I've disconnected my yaw damper. I'm gonna try and troubleshoot. Otherwise, you know, I think I'm gonna have to return back to Asunción because, to be honest, I don't feel like flying the yaw damper on. Alright, yaw damper. Yaw damper is on. Nav mode. Go straight to heading mode. Heading and autopilot gauge. Alright, so that's, oh wait, is it dancing? Yeah, it's dancing around a bit. Issue's not fixed. Or is it? Let's see if it's dancing. Like it's dancing. Alright, we'll see. When we get to Kevor, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it is dancing. Why am I getting a warning? Really? Alright. That's not good. My door's closed.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Climb and maintain flight level 390.
Sierra Echo X-ray requesting flight level 370. Let's go look at our doors.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
Hydraulics are looking good. Why? There. Let's elevate our cabin pressure. And I'm gonna turn my packs off. And we're gonna turn it back on. Should that solve the issue? Packs are going back on. Go back to our stat page. See what altitude. 9.3. That's no bueno. It's no bueno. Alright, if this if at Kevor the plane starts acting up, I'm turning back. I'm going back to Asunción. It's not considered a safe flight. I could hand fly, well, I could hand fly, but this is no bueno. Our passengers are gonna have an altitude around here. I think our yaw damper is fixed. No, it's not. Alright, let's see what we have here. We have pressure, it's decrease. That's our landing elevation. Decrease our rate all the way down. That's not looking good. Alright, we're gonna have to turn around and we're not gonna declare an emergency because it's not an emergency, but we can't keep climbing. Asunción Control, Sierra Echo X-ray. We're requesting quick return to field to Sierra Gulf Alpha Sierra, having issues with our pressurization system.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors for ILS runway 17 right approach. Say intentions. Altimeter 2988.
Okay, requesting direct to Sierra Gulf Alpha Sierra 10,000 feet.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Direct Sierra Golf Alpha Sierra.
Alright, descend and maintain 10,000 feet and direct to Sierra Gulf Alpha Sierra Echo X-ray. Let's do a quick BA announcement. Wait, actually let's work first. Do the work first and we'll let them know what's going on. What? They're gonna be pissed. They wanted to go to the beach. Not my fault their plane is a piece of shit. Alright, vertical speed. Send down to go to speed mode. Alright, go back to the flight plan. Alright, direct intercept. Okay, we are not descending. Going to vertical. Just kill the power. We're descending at 3,000 feet a minute. Power to idle. Go to heading mode. Let's turn, look around. Runway 20 was in use. Autopilot is coming off. We are hand flying the plane, and we are returning to Asunción. Jesus Christ. Talk about an emergency descent, right? Put our seatbelt sign on and continue our descent. Make the turn first and then I'll work at the FMS. Should be easier to handle our workload. so funny. Our passengers were just like passed out in the back. They had no idea what's going on. Eardrums just exploded. We're just chilling here. 22,000 feet. Alright, so I think we're on heading. So let's go to autopilot. And okay, now we can work the FMS. Sierra Golf Alpha Sierra. Fuck. Sierra Golf Alpha Sierra. Alright, execute. Departure, arrival, ILS Yankee. Let's go to main port and execute. Lights. Let's go straight to log now. There we go. Nav. Alright, so we're below 20,000 feet. So we don't have that warning anymore. Freaking New York would be nice. So far, so good. Yeah, it's not working. No. Wait for stop. Alright, coming up 10,000 feet. And we are 45 miles from run out. Which, we should... Actually, that's where we're going to intercept the localizer for runway 20. Alright, reaching 10,000 feet. Slow this puppy down to 250. Actually, we could... It's below 10,000 feet that we, you know, speed this bitch up actually. Gotta get there fast. so what we cruise at 10,000 feet. Would have loved to have made it to Brazil, but you know, shit happens. Rich people problems, right? We have all the money in the world, yet we can't. Too cheap to fix our plane. Fix your yacht damper, man. Come on. You gotta get to Brazil, you gotta fix your yacht damper. What is this? Control? Asunción Control, Sierra Echo X-ray requesting the ILS Yankee approach for runway 20.
Sierra Echo X-ray. ILS Yankee approach for runway 20 is not available at SBSP. Expect the ILS runway 17 right approach.
Requesting ILS Yankee for runway 20 for Sierra Golf Alpha Sierra. We are returning to Sierra Golf Alpha Sierra due to pressurization issues.
Sierra Echo X-ray. ILS runway 20 approach not available. Expect ILS runway 17 right approach at Sierra Golf Alpha, Sierra.
Yeah, there is no 17. Okay, Roger, 17 right for Sierra Echo X-ray. Fuck it, we'll just pretend like. lights are on. Hydraulics are all good. Yaw damper. Okay, yaw damper. Alright, give me flaps 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please notice the cabin lights have been turned off, as this is a normal procedure for a nighttime landing.
Autopilot. Alright, let it be on the record that we have not been authorized to land yet, but give me flaps 20. Asunción approach, Sierra X-ray on final for runway 20. Landing gear down. Flaps 40. A little bit too high. We're gonna get that sink rate coming up in a bit, but that's okay. A little bit of more power.
1,000.
Alright, we're on the poppies. Looking good. Speed is looking good.
Approaching runway 20.
At
Caution! Caution!
What do you mean caution? Coming in a little bit hot. That's okay.
200.
Sync rate.
There we go, there it is. Sync rate.
Sync rate.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, we catered that landing. What a bounce.
We are now cleared for takeoff. Please notice the cabin lights have been turned off, as this is a normal procedure for a nighttime takeoff.
I hope that the passengers are completely knocked out and asleep. I'm just hoping that they're completely hypoxic at this point. I mean, even if they are hypoxic, they would have felt that landing. That would have woken them. That would have woken them up. Oh God. Alright, so apart from the yaw damper, cabin pressure, now we have broken main landing gear to add to the issue. Boy, these mechanics are gonna have...
Approaching runway 2.
There's no runway 2.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Oh, I wish I could see that replay. That bounce was gnarly, man. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick test. I'm gonna go put the airplane in turnaround mode, and I'm gonna turn the yaw dampers back on after start and see what it does. Hopefully it does fix it. I'm gonna put in a little short route in the FMS, you know, just to speed things along. See if we can troubleshoot this issue. Either way, that cabin pressure shouldn't have been an issue. Quick question: does putting the airplane in a turnaround state
captain speaking.
The gate just yet? Landing here? I don't know.
Keep the seatbelts fastened until we get to the gate. But once we do get there, I'll have the seatbelt sign off. You'll be free to move up the cabin. Thank you very much.
All right, there we go. All right. Alright, let's go to aircraft and turnaround state. Go to ready for taxi, which would be the same thing, but it'll reset everything. Alright, let's go to yaw damper. Actually, let's not touch anything this time. Alright. Index. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's do, I don't know. Flight plan, Sierra Golf, Sierra to Sierra Golf, Echo Sierra. Alright, execute. 20, arrive LSE. Alright, there we go. Alright, we have plenty of fuel for this, this trip. We're gonna completely disregard ATC right now. Go to flaps 8. And we'll see if it works. ATC is not really listening to us right now, so performance, what's it all? Alright, let's try now. Get all our landing lights on. And we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it. We're gonna disregard all standard procedures. Get back to runway 20. Alright, anything we have to do before we take off? Oh yeah, that's right. Manual. Our APU is already off. Landing lights on, strobe on. And remember, no ATC is set. Just gonna test out our yaw damper. Flight director is coming up. 10,000 feet. Whatever, let's send it at 10,000 feet. No, you know what? We have to check our cabin pressure. So we're gonna put, I don't know, maybe 30,000 feet or whatever. Oh shit. Oh, let's break this bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared to take off. Please note
These passengers want out. I have no doubt about that. They want out. They want to get off this plane so bad. They're like, why the hell are we going up again? Well, it's just a test flight. There's nothing to worry about.
Approaching runway 20.
Alright, let's see if it works this time. I don't know. There's some. Alright, send it. Runway heading.
Sierra Echo X-ray. Radar contact. Over Asunción at 400 feet. Luque QNA 1010.
go to autopilot gauge, heading speed. Nope. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this, you guys. Yep, it's not working. It's not working. Alright, let's go ahead and land this puppy and see how far away are we from the airport. Alright, not too far away, so we could... Speed brakes. Alright, so there's the airport. Let's get into our traffic pattern altitude. Go 230, giving flaps 1. Speed check. Flaps 8. Alright, airport is in sight. point, we're too low. But that's okay. Alright, 3 green. So our flight test was unsuccessful.
Approaching runway 2.
We'll try again tomorrow because actually I'm going to try it offline. I don't think you guys want to watch me troubleshoot the airplane over and over again, taking off, landing again.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Alright, so I think I'm going to end the stream here for now. And we'll catch up tomorrow. I don't know, I'll try to fix it or find a way around it because the day before yesterday it worked perfectly fine. I think I know what I did, or at least I have an idea, but for now I don't know. And you know what's funny, in the description I put perfect for studying or relaxing. It was not, it was the complete opposite. It was not relaxing, it wasn't smooth, there were no smooth operations. Now we're gonna, we're just gonna penetrate this, what is this, 320. We'll penetrate it anyways, that's our job, that's what we do. Alright, so if you guys were studying and listening to this by any chance, I hope you remember some things. If you have a test or anything, you can look on your test, and if you're just looking to relax, I hope this was a rather relaxing flight. It wasn't for me, despite all the issues, but it was fun. I had lots of fun. That's for sure. It was a pretty fun flight. Let's see, we broke the landing gear. Our VIP passengers couldn't get to their destination. They're pissed off right now. Crazy pissed off. Let's see, let's open this door. Can we open this door? Let's see what they're up to. Oh, we can't. They're in the nose gear bay area. Thank God for this 20 blocking the view, or else the comments I would have received from them. Alright, so hopefully they're still, hypoxic and didn't feel a thing. Hopefully they were sleeping through our test flight and everything. ATC is definitely giving me a number. We were not cleared for landing. We weren't cleared for our departure as well. So yeah. So they're over there just grilling it. They're grilling me hard. I can tell. I can feel it from here. All right, we'll catch up tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, take care. Good night.